Hi everyone, I'm Simon from Homesite, and today we're going to be taking the Tuya integration and adding it into Homebridge. Let's go! So what is Homebridge? Well, Homebridge it's a link between Apple's HomeKit and some non-supported devices like Tuya or Ring doorbells or all sorts of other things. Now, Homebridge is a piece of software that will run on pretty much any device. You can run it on your Windows PC, a Linux box, Docker. I'm running it on a Raspberry Pi with a very, very simple installation. Now, don't worry, if you haven't installed it yet, then there's a very easy guide on my channel that will take you through it as well. So first of all, this video is sponsored by Tuya, which means it's great because I've got all the latest information about this integration. A couple of quick questions that I'll cover off are local control. Is it available? Not quite yet. It is going to be available with this API. The likelihood is that it is going to still require a cloud account. They're still working through the details of that. You will need an open API username and password, but I'll take you through that through the video. If you do want to be part of the beta test group, then there'll be a link in the description. If you want to log any faults, there'll be a link to GitHub in the description as well. So I really hope you find this video useful. I hope you give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And for a sneak preview of what I'm getting up to, don't forget to check me out on Instagram at homesite.tech. So first of all, we're going to come into our Homebridge and go to plugins. Quite simply, in the top search bar, we're going to search for Tuya. Now it's going to come up with lots of different options, but this is the one we want here, Homebridge Tuya plugin. So we can simply click install, and it'll pop up with this little black box where it simulates some of the commands to install. Now if you are keen-eyed here, you'll see the latest at the end of this command line here. Now that's going to always install, obviously, the latest version, which is probably what you want. Depending on the device, it could take quite a while. Now I'm running this on a Raspberry Pi 1, so it's got quite a slow processor. Now that that's done, the window will disappear by itself and it'll pop up with a settings screen. But before you proceed with this, you're going to need some of the more information. You're going to need this access ID and you're going to need an access key. Now for this, you're going to have to sign up for a Tuya IoT developer account. But don't worry, there's no programming involved. And of course, I'll take you through it. So go to this website here, which of course will be in the description below. If you haven't registered yet already, simply register with the sign up button at the bottom. Now I'm just going to log in with my details. Now this doesn't have to be the same as the one you log into the Tuya app or the Smart Life app. It can be different if you want it to be. Once you've signed in, you'll get to your home screen. And you need to come to Cloud on the left hand side and Development. Now here we're going to create a cloud project with this blue button here. You can call it whatever you like. I'm going to call it Homebridge. You don't have to put a description. Industry, I'm going to go with Smart Home. Development method, Smart Home again. And availability zone. Now this is all of the locations that you can call on this API. That's this integration into Tuya. So I'm just going to select everything and hit create. Now it's going to automatically select things on the right hand side to do with the things you need. And the only one we need to add in is the one on the left hand side at the bottom, device status notification. Once you've done that, we'll be taken to this screen here, and you can see there's that access ID that we need. But before we do that, we need to link it to our Tuya app. Now I use the Smart Life app rather than the Tuya app, but I imagine it's very similar. So here's my phone with the Smart Life app. If you click on me down at the bottom right, you'll get this little barcode sign in the top right hand corner. So we're going to click that, and you can see my lovely desk before I finally scan the QR code. Here we go. Now I'm going to hit confirm login to make sure that it was me. And it will give me a notification on the phone to say, this is just logged into the account. And if you look on the web page, you can see it added in there as well. Now, we're going to need this access ID and the access key in a moment. But first of all, I'm going to put my username in. Now remember, this username is the one for the Smart Life app, not necessarily the one that you've just signed up with. So pop in the password, get this access ID from here, and the access key is just below it. You can just hit the copy icon and paste it in there. We're going to choose PaaS, Platform as a Service, opposed to Custom, and choose the right app. In my case, it's Smart Life. Country code, this is your start of your phone number, 44 for the UK. Now it's just going to ask me to restart Homebridge, which you're going to do with the power button, the top right hand corner. So that'll come back, and hopefully you won't see any errors in here. If you do, it's best to go into the plugin and tick the debug mode, because that'll tell you what's wrong, probably. So once your Homebridge is started up, and it's hopefully started the plugin, or the platform as it would call it, we can come to our plugins and see that it's in here now. And hopefully we can go to accessories and see that I've got a switch. Now that's the only thing I've got added onto this Tuya account at the moment. And I can look at the settings, I can change the name of it. Obviously switch isn't that descriptive. Now if I take my phone and I press the on, you can see that it's actually changed the status within Homebridge as well, and vice versa. I can click on it in Homebridge and it turns it on the phone, and of course the socket itself. So that was nice and easy, wasn't it? So one of the things I wanted to do was to make sure that I could add a device into my Smart Life app and it would automatically appear in Homebridge and ultimately onto my iPhone. So here you can see I've added in an RGB strip light, which I can control through the Smart Life app, change colour, change brightness and do all the sorts of things there. However, and in accessories, you can see that it's added automatically. All I had to do was quick refresh of the page, and I've got control to turn off. I don't seem to have RGB control, but that's okay, because I've got it within my Smart Life app and I've got it with my Home app on my iPhone. So you can see I can change brightness and it reports the status, and I can change colour and do all the normal sorts of things that you would expect it to do. So I count this as a total success. I've been able to add devices in, I've been able to use them, I've been able to see the status through Homebridge, and ultimately, I know this isn't a Home Assistant video, but I could even integrate this Homebridge into Home Assistant as well, if you didn't want to use the HomeKit integration already, of course. So I really hope that you followed that all the way through. I hope you've liked this video, and I hope you've subscribed to my channel, and most of all, I hope you found that useful. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.